9 a.m. Warming up for another hot day. Looks like the 4 transplanted lemongrass aren't doing too good, even with all the water I've been giving it. They're just drying up, but I'll just keep watering them. There's still hope, maybe. We'll see. Well, I got them watered again. Boy, it is hot though. It is going to be hot today. I thought lemongrass like it hot. Of course, they need some roots to support themselves. They gotta use roots to suck up the water. And I don't think them transplanted ones had many roots, if any. I closed this pasture, closed that gate there, because I gotta use the ATV today. Not right now, but later today. I'm gonna spray those weeds down there, all along out back there. And up here too, next to the house. Mostly thistles and Jimson weeds. Anyway, I think I gotta dump some garbage from the house over here. Yeah, it's ready to be dumped. It's gonna be hot today. But before I do any of that weed spraying, I gotta take the sickle mower off the tractor and store it. And for that I need some plastic. Let me get some. On that old roll of plastic, see what I can do with that. Oh, hopefully it's long enough. And I can use it for what I need. Looks like Bullet just came out of the water. Yeah, he still got flies, but oh well, he had some relief from yesterday. Oh well. Fly spray don't last very long, especially when they're soaking in the water. It washes off. I'm sure there's still some relief on his back. Yeah, fly spray should still be on there. Yeah, let's see where the other cattle are. She's in here. Yeah, just as I figured. They're gonna be over there in the water with the shade. Yeah. I still gotta fix up something there so they can't. I'm just gonna have to put a fence up from there all the way down, at least down to there where she is. I don't want them walking up the pond dam on this side. Over there it's okay if they want to walk up that way. There's no dam there. The dam starts about there. So I'll put the fence down where that cow is on the edge of the dam, so they can't walk back up. And then I'll stop it there, and then I'll go back up to the fence. Yeah, so they can go in and walk along here. They just can't go up on the pond dam. They're tearing it out. So there they are. Yeah, did what I could for them. They still got the water and the shade. Yeah, but she don't have as many flies on her face anymore. Just the legs. Okay, let me get some work done on that more and spraying some weed killer. Mostly around here. Thistles and Jimson weeds here, and ironweeds down there. Yeah, I got to spray all those ironweeds down there. Thistles too if I see them, and I'll spray these over here too. There aren't that many. I want to use my ATV as much as I can. Yeah. Okay. Let's get something done today. In the heat. I sprayed these thistles here not too long ago. There's these two there are dead. Yeah, there's some more down there that I sprayed. I don't see them anymore. So yeah, there's a spot there I sprayed. Yeah. Cattle can't go in there no more, so. Okay. It's hot, so I gotta protect myself from the sun. But, work's gotta get done. Heat wave or not. Yeah, I sprayed these weeds last week. These iron weeds mostly. through here. You can see the dead ones. And half of that area there, and this area right here. Yeah. But I still have to spray all that over there and all along there, and the back side behind there too. Everything back there. I'll get to it. Since I'll have the, look at that cat. So comfortable, even in the heat. Since I'll have the ATV, I'm gonna see if I can hook onto that with a chain and drag it. Hopefully it ain't too heavy. And drag it through that gate and somehow get it through. Yeah, I gotta get it all the way through before I can make my turn. That's not gonna be easy. And then once I get my turn, then I'm gonna go down along on this side of those trees. I might even just go straight down the hill between those two trees. Once I get in and turn, be able to turn without hooking the fence, then I can go around and then try to go down the hill, get that log over that way. That way they can still use it to rub on, scratch your head on or stuff. But I'll do that later. I'm in no hurry for that. If I can't get it to today, I'll do it some other time. First things first. Another clear sky day. Hot too. Supposed to be in the mid-90s today. Yeah, no clouds yet. Well, I set this platform up yesterday. Hopefully it'll be okay to put that sickle mower on there like I had it before. But it collapsed last time because I added some more blocks underneath. Yeah. Maybe give it more support. And I also got a back brace in case it does fall back again. At least that'll maybe hold it up. Oh, the flies are on my legs already. The biting flies. I set that up yesterday. Looks pretty good. Let's see if it'll hold. Okay. Well, I better get going. The sun's getting high. Losing my shade. I want to take it from here over to there. And I'll store it there like I did before. Oh, that's right. I gotta wrap this with plastic first. I almost forgot about that. What do you got there, cat? Nice big boulder. You look like a mountain lion ready to pounce. Well, maybe not ready to pounce, but yeah, you got a nice rock there. That's my childhood rock from the farm. Used to play. That's the only big rock on the farm. Yeah, there's nothing bigger than that. Yeah, it was over there by the old barn. Yeah. We used to play games on that. Yeah. Oh well, good memories. Well, the cattle are still hanging out in the front yard. Yeah. Okay, I got work to do. Okay, here she comes. There comes the mama cow. Yeah. They'll eat, cool off in the pond, and they'll eat again. That's what they do. I think they got less flies around their head, but the flies still bother their legs. That's just what cattle have to endure. Yeah, even the cattle rub won't prevent that. But at least they got water to soak in. Keep their legs, give some relief to them. Okay, I got work to do. Let's get going. There's my garbage, gotta dump it. All done. I gotta rinse it out now. Getting hot at 12 noon. Well, I lost most of my shade, but I'm getting started on this. Covering this with plastic. But I greased the sickle bar, and I'm going to cover it up with plastic. Okay, let's start wrapping. I got the blade greased and wrapped. I'm gonna see if I can put some plastic around the belt too. Okay, nothing left to do but start the tractor up and back it up to that platform that I made. I tied those two boards together with some string, bale twine, plastic, and there's a little hole in each corner, so I put a little metal stop in there in case the boards want to slide back. Yeah, they'll stop. Okay, all right. Time to get the tractor back to mower up on here and unhook it. Oh boy, I'm soaked. My shirt's soaked with sweat. But at least there's a breeze here cooling me off. Well, I got into position. Looks like it's pretty good. The sickle part is resting on the end of that board, so I think it's okay. I could have brought it a little bit more this way, but I'm going to leave it alone. I don't want to mess with it. And it worked out pretty good with this thing here. Yeah, it wasn't in the way. In the end there, also wind up hitting that tree there, so maybe that'll help hold that in position here. I'm hoping. Yeah, there's not much of that touching that board down there, but it's touching it, so that's the main thing. That's the main thing. What I need to do is put some kind of a block in here so it won't slide back any farther. Yeah, that's what I really need to do, because that's where a lot of the weight is, right here on this end. So let me see what I can do with that. Well, there's not much. I just got that braced. I don't have it tied or anything. It's just braced against something there. Yeah. I'm afraid it might become loose and fall down once I disconnect everything in there. But we'll see. We'll see. The main thing is right there, because that's the one that wants to go back and forth. Let's see. That's the one I should really brace. Let me see if I can do something up there. I don't know if that's going to hold, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, it's better than nothing. Okay. Now I gotta disconnect everything here. Well, got everything unhooked except the two arms. And before I do that, there's always a chance that it'll fall that way. So now I gotta tie that to the tree. But I'm gonna use twine instead of wire, so I can get it tighter. Yeah, I'm gonna tie that to the tree so it don't go. I got that braced so it won't go that way. Now I gotta tie it so it won't go this way when I unhook it down here, these 2 points. Okay, I'm ready to got it tied on top and down there. I should disconnect them to see if anything moves. Well, it's totally unhooked now, and it did move. It's secure. Okay, all good. Guess I'll put the tractor back under the carport. Well, I got it put back for long-term storage. That's a lot better than the last one I had up, set it up on. All depends on how long it lasts, I guess. I have to keep an eye on it over the years. Unless I use it every year, which I might. I might use it again next year if the weeds get big enough. I think that'll hold up. Okay, it's on its own now. Okay, that job's done. Let's start another one. I feel like moving that tree limb now. Branch, yeah. First I gotta get that out of the way because I gotta drive through there. Okay, I cleared the path and I opened the gate. Let's get the ATV through there. Not through there, but I gotta back it up to that thing and chain it up and see if I can pull it through that gate. Well, I got it chained up. I don't know if it'll hold. We'll see. I didn't have the right pin for it. First thing I do is pull that end over to make sure it clears the T-post for the gate. That's the first thing I got to do. Once I get it cleared there, then I can re-hook it to pull it that way. Through the gate. See what I can do. Well, the reason I decided to do this first, because since it's so hot today, I think I'm thinking about spraying this tomorrow morning when it's still cooler. Yeah. Why suffer if I can do it in the morning? I got the most important thing done. I got the sickle mower off the tractor and set up. And I said most of this will be in the shade in the morning. So I'll go out tomorrow morning when it's cooler. Just spray the rest of those weeds. But for right now, let's see if I can pull this, get that end lined up with where it's clear, sort of clear that post there. Then I got to reposition my ATV so I can pull it straight through, and then I can turn to go down there where that shade is. I think I'll go right down between those two trees if I can. First I got to see if I can even drag that with the ATV. For some reason on the ATV I got a high and a low, and for a long time I haven't been able to get it into low. It's stuck. Probably because I don't hardly ever use it before, and now I can't use it at all, so I'm stuck with high. But I got four-wheel drive still. Managed to move it. Looks like it'll clear. Now I just got to pull it out. I don't have to reconnect my ATV. It's already set up. I just got to drag it now. Drag it to here, over to there, and then I'm going to go down that hill in between those two trees and see where it ends up. Okay, let's see what I can do. I have to pull this thing far enough down the hill so when I make my turn, the tree will clear that post there. I just have to take it slow. And after when I think the tree is clear of those fence, then I gotta make my turn to go this way and then go down through those trees. Let's see if that'll work. Well, so long, tree limb. It's been nice having you hang around. Hang around. Yeah, because it was hanging on that tree over there. It was hanging there. Okay, let's go. It looks easy. Like I said, I got to go down this hill a little ways till that tree clears the fence. Then I got to make a turn, but I don't want to get too far down that steep hill. That ain't good. I'll just have to take it slow. Well, I made it that far. Oh boy. I had to come in here. It's too hot out there. Take a break. So far so good. I gotta start turning more that way. Get up here on top of the hill and then head down. I don't like being on that hill. Here's what was holding that tree all that time, just that little bit. There wasn't much holding it. Wasn't much holding it at all. Well, I made it a little farther. I'm ready to go down the hill. Just hot out there. There's a breeze blowing. Oh, that's good. And I'm done with this. I'm going to go in and cool off inside the house. There's the tree limb. That's what I'm pulling it with. Take it down into that shade. Try to keep it on this side of the tree, if possible. And I'm going to try to aim down right through there. Down and through right there. Park it, the trunk, somewhere close to that tree trunk. Down there at the bottom. Well, that's as far as she goes. There's the end of that branch there. Hit the tree trunk. So I can't go any farther. And that's good enough. At least it's in shade in the morning. It's out of my way. That's the main thing. Okay, all that's left to do is unhook that and go back up to the house. Yeah. And talk. Yeah. That's good enough for me. And look, where these hay bales were, I was feeding them. The grass is growing where the hay bales were. I guess the grass seed was in there. Yeah, I can see the heads coming out. That's what grows out in the hayfield in the summertime, late summer. Yeah, but with all this manure here, it grows even better. Yeah, it grows even better. It's like a little foxtail on the end down there. See, on the head, seed head. Yeah. Okay. I gotta unhook that and go back to the house and cool off. Well, this crossing looks better. Cattle are eating again. Need to do work in the garden one of these days. Summer just started, but the way I delay stuff, it'll be over before I get anything planted. Yeah, here's all that stuff, the hay bales that I fed here. It was the hay from the last cutting in the hay field. And that's the grass that kind of looks like a miniature foxtail. And out in the hay field, it don't grow very good. It grows in late summer when it's hot. And then, but here it grows good because of all the manure and moisture that's in there. So it's growing good. A little moisture and manure goes a long way to make something grow good. Anyway, there's that tree limb. I'm going to go back to the house and cool off. Oh, that's where that tree branch ended up. And I'm okay with it. I remember to close the gate. Cattle are grazing. That's where the limb was for quite a while. So I moved it out down the hill over by the base of that tree there. And I can't see it, so that's okay. Yeah, it's too hot to spray weeds today. I'll work on that tomorrow. I already got the stuff sprayed, or mixed. I already got the weed killer mixed with the water. And I put some dishwashing liquid in too. I'm hoping to be able to make the leaves a little shiny so I can see what I sprayed and what I haven't sprayed. Hopefully I can still see the difference between the sprayed one and the unsprayed while I'm doing it. Got weeds down there, all through there, back there, and back there. There aren't that many. I'm gonna do most of them from the back of my ATV if I can. We'll see. And I got a few weeds up here too. Thistles and Jimson weeds. I'll take care of them at the same time. Tomorrow morning. Hope I can get started early while it's still cool. It seems strange that not having that tree limb there, but didn't belong there in the beginning, so I was just too lazy to move it until it actually fell off. And then now I did. And I still got that brush pile to burn. I'll probably wait a while. Limbs are still a little green, I think, but I could probably get it burnt though. A little gasoline and oil, but not today. The temperature went up about 94, 95, a couple degrees anyway, by 2:30 p.m. That's probably as hot as it's going to get. Oh, that's a better picture. Kind of dark over here. Okay, I gotta go in, cool off. Well, it's after 4 p.m. Too hot to do anything outside. At least for me. Was going to do some spraying some weeds today, but it got too hot. There's always tomorrow for that. I think I'll start early tomorrow morning. Spray the weeds in the pasture behind the house. Yeah, I already got the spray mixed up. I did that earlier. Yeah, I got the spray mixed up. I guess I can leave it there. I'm going to be using the ATV tomorrow to carry the sprayer and me around. And I'll try to spray from the ATV if I can. Drive and spray, drive and spray. But that'll be tomorrow. Tonight I'm going to try to remember to come out here to catch the sunset. Although there's some clouds now, so I don't know what it's going to look like. But I want to catch the sun. I didn't catch it last night because I forgot about the time. But I'm going to try to come out here about 8:15. Sun goes down about 8:24. But that's if there was no trees, it would be 8:24 on the horizon. With the trees, I'll give it another 10-15 minutes ahead. Yeah, so it'll sit down behind those trees, somewhere over there. Yeah, I want to try to catch it since I missed it last night. All right, I'll wait till then. Stay cool in the house. That's what I'm doing today. Did it just in time. The sun's just behind the tree there. Now I know where it's setting. On that tallest tree over there. Yeah, it's 8:12 p.m. Yeah, I thought I was going to set farther to the north, but I guess not. At least not from where I'm standing. Yeah, that's nice. Nice glow. Yeah, I can just see it through the trees. It's shining through the trees. Okay, well, that's it. That's the sunset. Today at 8:12, 8:13. Official sunset is 8:24, according to the weather forecast. And if there was no trees there, yeah, it'd be about that time the sun got down to the horizon. Well, okay, I guess that's enough because it's down behind the trees now. It's hard to see. All right, that's all for today. All right, that's all.